everything going?
Yep.
Okay.
You're live for me. Don't say anything controversial. I think Will's title's going.
Yeah, I'm still on the thing.
Give him
Almost done.
seconds. But did you go back to the banter? You're doing fine.
I lost it. I lost it.
Oh god. Oh god.
It's over now.
Everything's falling apart.
Show's over.
It's about to explode.
Turn it off. Turn it off.
Cut.
Oh, I left my.
No, I only call Clay.
Oh.
Oh yeah, I'm only quoting.
We'll call it.
Don't tell him I said that.
Everything's going to shit.
He'll call the accident.
Tragic.
Shit.
Are we live now?
Yeah, we're live.
Oh, cool.
Cool.
So, previously, the dead goats learned about downtime. You guys got some experience, learned about how to properly track experience. I hope you guys remember.
Nope.
Nice. Perfect. During downtime, you guys got rid of some heat. Little Leo talked to a blue coat in Portleys and got him a little ripped on some spark, and then he tried to befriend him at the same time as a long-term project. At the beginning of the episode, we saw Nyrix, Foyle's ghost friend, get captured by his enemy Flint, the spirit trafficker. Coyle then went to the bar to relieve some stress and got rode by a spirit lady just to outside of a building where she got shunted out of his body because he rolled poorly and didn't relieve much stress. So that's how we played that off. He then went back to the bar. And I want to say, story-wise, he was like, I'm going to relieve some stress. And then he realized Nyrix wasn't there. He's like, I need to figure out what happened to Nyrix.
Will, your cams... Okay.
Oh,
Talk
shit.
Oh, that's why I thought you said yeah.
Talked to the hooded proprietor and found out that Nyrix hasn't been there for a few days. And so he decided to start looking. And he's got little bits of information from people at the bar of things they've heard. He's not sure what, but no one's really seen Nyrix for a while. Not a single spirit and or human. You guys got rid of a lot of heat. You were at 8 and you're down to 2 now. Koa hung out at a bathhouse and relieved some stress.
Good old Koa.
Cricket trained. You guys did some training and stuff. Chucky built some bombs. And what else did Chucky do? I don't remember what Chucky did.
I also found us a doctor for next.
You found a doctor, yeah. The
next
doctor's
time
the doctor's in
get
Portleys
hurt.
right now. Here he comes. Oh, wrong direction.
Oh, well, hello,
Excuse
Doctor.
me, VIP guard.
Hello, Doctor.
I'm Odious. A
Hey, you can
butcher,
put him on the front.
and also your guys' doctor. That's all that you need to know about me. Goodbye.
No. Okay. Bye.
Boy.
Yep. So that happened. Oh God.
Yeah, he's real
And-
cool.
And
Give him some spark and he'll sew you right up.
after you guys did downtime, relieved some stress, got rid of some heat, you guys wanted to find some new scores, and Cortland of the Lost, a gang that Chucky is friendly with because of his time spent in Coleridge and living in Coleridge, found him. They normally just do like smash and grabs and beat up work foremen and things like that, and wealthy industrialists they find wandering around the city to try to scare them out to give a better life for the people. And they learned that there is a Leviathan factory that's secretly being operated. The Sparkrites have found a way to make it burn a little cleaner. It's not quite as toxic, but they still notice that there are outbreaks of illness, deformities, and such happening. Cortland asked you guys to burn that mother to the ground. And gave you 2 coin to do so, and so you guys are kind of obligated. You guys said, what if we only partially do it? And he said, don't. Don't only partially do that.
2?
That
I
would
thought
be
he
bad.
offered us 8.
He did, but he gave you 2 up front.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Oh, there's 6 on completion.
An advance
Yeah.
play payment.
Then Cricket and Chucky were at Portleys, and everyone else arrived as well. And some lampblacks, Pickett and Henner, some lowers of the lampblacks working for Bajo Baz, came in and said that even though Bajo was a little upset with them for dealing in his territory, that he was a little indebted by the fact that they went and, murdered a quarter of the gang he's warring against, and then also got 20 crates of spark taken from him and got another 4 of them incarcerated. So he's like, that's pretty cool. You guys get rid of him in Night Market and you can have all my turf here. And so you
Now we're
guys,
trying to double dip.
yeah, now you guys decided you want to run a grand operation. Very daring, very ambitious. You want to try to get all 5 of the dealers in Night Market to go to this Leviathan factory where Chucky plans to place 3 separate bombs and drop it to the ground. All while framing them.
Foolproof plan.
Plan Co and I came up with is foolproof.
So you guys did some gather intelligence rolls, and Cricket wanted to see what the guards looked like. He rolled a 1, or what the guards' patterns were. He was doing a little stalking, a little watching, and he ripped a little too much spark and kind of missed out on their patterns. But what he did notice is that these were not regular guards. He's not sure who they work for, but they were far better equipped than any thugs that normally guard factories in Coleridge. Koa, I believe you went and checked in Night Market to see what the Red Sashers were doing, or was that Leo?
I don't remember.
Okay. Well, in any case, you guys found out that there's 5 dealers in Night Market that are operating around the area kind of close to you guys. Chucky made 3 bombs, and Coil kind of cased the building. He wasn't so much looking at the guards, he was just trying to see the ins and outs of it. He rolled pretty well, and he discovered that there are spark rights going in and out of it throughout all times of day, and the spark rights are a pretty important group inside of Dustfall. They are basically the engineers of all spark technology, so they take the refined Leviathan blood, the electroplasm, and they turn it into the technology in the city, like the lightning barriers and just the lights in general, that kind of stuff. They are a pretty large faction in the game, many more resources than you guys have. And he saw that they had a secret canal that went underneath Coleridge, and he was guessing they were coming in and out the factory that way. I believe that's really all you guys learned.
Right for my roll.
What's that?
So that sounds about right for my roll.
Yep. So that was your guys' gather information, and now I think we're just going to go into the score, and anything else that happens will be flashbacks or rolls that happen in order to discover what happens throughout the score. But what we're going to do is you guys need to choose your approach when you guys do this. It's kind of a 2-pronged thing, and I guess this is a secondary question. Do you want to run it as 2 separate scores or 1 single score?
Was Chucky still infiltrating and gonna try to get a job there?
Yeah. But I think he'll do this as some sort of flashback or something like that,
Okay.
rather than...
Then as part of the score. Gotcha.
Yeah. well, that rather than him like doing it in free time, doing rolls and stuff like that, he'll just
Right.
start it off as a straight roll in the game. Or maybe if you guys get a controlled roll, he'll have gotten that position and be allowed right in. But once again, do you guys want to run it as 2 different scores, get the people there, and then worry about the factory after, or do you want to do it all as one kind of thing where you split into 2 groups, or however you plan to do it?
I don't
Great
know.
question.
Kind of new territory for us, so it's hard to say.
Yeah.
Should we talk about it first and then decide?
Yeah, you guys can have a little bit to discuss it, because I mean, you guys still, like, I don't want to spend a lot of time planning, because the whole part of this game is to just go straight into the score, and then as things happen, you call for flashbacks, and they're like, I did this so that this happens here. You know?
I'm thinking maybe we should run it as 2 separate scores.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
What will
I want to
team
go
be
on
at?
the non-factory team. I want to go to the
So we're splitting up then?
yeah.
Well, we just
Then
got
we
2
are
different
running
things
them.
coming out of 2 different people's mouths, so
So then we
let's
are
get
running
started.
them together. It's
Wait,
either we're all doing
isn't
one.
that he just said we should split up, didn't he?
Yeah.
Run
that's
it
what I
as
said.
two separate
Oh.
scores, meaning that you guys do
Yeah.
1 score as like, but
A team.
he's saying like each one would be a team effort.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I don't know.
But you guys once again can do it however.
You guys wanna
it's
split
new
up? Let's
territory
split
for
up.
me too. You know,
I think we split it up into into 2 groups or whatever.
Okay.
Is what I meant by 2 separate scores.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what my vote is.
Okay.
All right,
So then,
not against
Well,
it.
if we did them either back to back, that'd still be 2.
Well, we would do them simultaneously.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. so you guys want to do them simultaneously? That's fine. We'll figure this out and make it work. But your approach: assault, deception, stealth, occult, social, or transport. And this is kind of 2 separate scores, you know, that you guys are doing. The approach matters to some degree.
So it would be deception, or was the last like 3? It would be deception, or
Deception,
social,
stealth,
right?
social. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I
Because-
think
Yeah, social probably. Like if we're gonna say, if I'm gonna do a flashback where I knew a guy that got me a good hookup here at this place, that would be social for me.
Right. As long as you're not lying about it, yeah.
And I mean,
Mhm.
you guys could run the red sash part as social as well. And once again, this is just kind of like a overarching thing. When you choose the approach, then the detail has to go, you know, along with that. So
Let's say
negotiate, bargain, or persuade. Detail the social connection. So
I mean,
like
I'm
how.
I'm open to whatever. I figured social would work good for the other squad.
Yeah, social makes sense for you too.
so. If say that I needed a tinker ability and Chuck wasn't with me, could I do a flashback and have like include him and then have him able to do something that he, use his little pouch, that something that I wouldn't know about? Could I like a friend type of deal?
I think if we did that, you'd either need to take like more stress, or Chucky would have to take stress as well as like
As
part
well,
of this
okay.
or something along those lines. That's not really wrote in the book, but I mean that does make sense. You know, if you needed him to tinker and make something for you,
I don't
Maybe-
I
wanna
was just
mix.
wondering.
yeah,
right.
anything's possible. So I mean that's definitely an option. But yeah, it wouldn't just be like a single stress for you to. But if you need
Gotcha.
Chucky to do a role for you, it'd definitely involve him doing something or taking something from it.
What are our groups going to be? Who's going where?
So the 2 missions are one's to blow up the factory, and the other one is to spread our influence.
The other one is to lure the red sabers into
sashes.
the factory.
Oh, and
Yeah,
blow
the red
them up.
sashes.
Two.
I want to go
I don't
on.
want to lure.
I don't want to lure.
I don't think I have any say. I don't think the Red Sash is like me,
I'll lure.
considering I killed some of them.
I'm gonna throw this there just so you guys can like think outside the box. You guys
Unless
don't
I,
have, you guys don't have to directly go to them and do it.
Right,
you know?
right.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't have to involve you guys going to the Red Sashes and being like, "Hey, I'm a dead goat. Chase me there." There's
Right. You know
what, I think
other
I do
ways
have
you
a
can go
plan.
about it.
But yeah, because our whole thing was to try to talk them into like there's something going on there that affects them that they need to check out. Like maybe there's some product for sale there that they could all pick up.
Or revenge on us.
Yeah, or revenge
We
on
could
us.
be bait.
So who wants to go talk to him?
I'll do
talk
that
to
one.
him.
I'll try to be bait there. Who's going with me?
Sounds like
I
Koa.
will.
I shouldn't go
Then you
because
can
they
come
probably
with-
would try to kill me.
Then
Yeah,
you can be oversight on me or come with me.
yeah, I can come help you.
Then Alex is wild card.
Yeah, he
Well,
was a pick.
We just
I
leave
would-
him in the middle of town and like drug him up and give him a weapon and just see if he like stumbles onto something else.
Just
We do not
Just
have
spin him
any
around.
personal
No,
skills.
you can. No, I was joking. You can pick
Yeah.
either
Like-
squad. Both squads.
Like
are-
I'm thinking maybe I can sleep underneath where the Spark engineer people go in and like sneak in and help you plant bombs like after hours or something, you know?
That's what I want to do is sneak into the factory and set up bombs. I'm sneaky. I'm
So
not.
that's 3 of us. That's 3 bombs, so we can each go set a bomb, and the other 2 can go try to lure the other people in.
Yeah.
And we can't partially blow it up, so it really needs to be thorough. So
Yeah.
Well,
so
I
we'll
made
have
the.
to.
I spent extra time making the bombs. So
Right, and then there's 3 of us, so we can
Yeah.
each go to our point and plant them, and then the other 2
Okay.
go and lure.
it's perfect.
I think. Yeah, I think. The, like.
Flawless plan.
Yeah, there's
There's
nothing.
could go
Nothing
wrong.
could go wrong.
Yeah, it's nothing.
Nothing
This
at all.
plan basically it guarantees success.
We should
And
just
daring.
roll for rewards, because
Yeah, yeah, because
Alright.
it's already won.
It-
yeah,
How
it
much
doesn't
do we
even
win?
matter.
So, the social connection is the details. So, who helped you get a job or get you inside, get you your way in, Chucky? I think that's what we'll go with as the social detail, because you're kind of the biggest piece
Yeah.
to it.
Yeah, Chucky. You're the biggest piece. You're our fucking penguin. You're our mastermind.
Yeah, you're our big piece, dude.
He's like the brains.
I simply forgave the gambling debt of an old friend back in the day.
All right, they got a table of names back here, so I can just make up a person for funsies. Let's see.
Better be a good name.
He
Jim.
was an old work foreman.
Yeah, dude.
He always secretly hated the man, just like me.
Stick it to the man.
And I didn't care too much for gambling, but I'd go to hang out and I'd pay
His
for some of
name
his gambling.
is
Ended up owing me a lot.
Veylamon.
Hey, Lamon. He owed me big time, and I forgave him for it. Shot at the easy life on this sweet gig.
What a kind soul you are. To forgive him.
Yeah.
Well, he's gonna be really mad when I blow up his job.
We can always give him a
Forgave
coin
him,
for his
and then I
troubles.
blew him up.
We could bribe him with a coin if it really comes down to it.
There's Veylamon. He's a
Hey,
baby.
Maybe
by
that-
day.
How much
Alright,
coin do we have right
man.
now?
How's it hanging?
Oh,
I think 4.
No,
No.
do we spend some on bombs?
Coin.
We have like
We
one.
spent a lot on bombs.
I think maybe we
Just-
should bribe you forgive him or bribe him if forgiving doesn't work with 1 coin.
Just don't give James ideas. He's gonna want to take that coin. On
I
his
know,
own.
I'm just trying to think how the game works. My bad.
Well, before we do
Yeah,
that,
how
let's
dare
just
you.
go.
Forgive
Let's
you.
just go to the roll before you
This
guys start
time.
spending coin anyway. So, hidden
Yeah, I guess
detail is
it'll
the
come down to the roll, I suppose.
social connection is Veylamon.
Hey,
And he
how you
is
been, brother?
a gambler who needed to pay his debt quietly, and so he got a job at this Leviathan factory.
Now you're calling him the debt.
Hey, Lemon.
All right, so let's get to the engagement roll.
How's it going,
is-
Lemon?
I'm doing well. Do you think that this is particularly a bold or daring?
My
The
gut says
infiltration part's
bold.
bold.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, this is
Plus
super
a
bold.
dice.
Super bold.
Is this operation overly complex or contingent on many factors?
A little, yeah.
Only a couple factors. This
What do
part
you
of
guys
it.
think?
You said you wanted to have 3 separate people setting 3 separate bombs.
No, but no. If we're talking about you're trying to persuade him, that part's pretty simple.
Oh, this part right here?
No,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
talking about the whole score.
yeah, he's talking about the
I'm
whole
talking
Oh, the
yeah,
whole
yeah, there's
score.
lots of
Yeah,
parts.
yeah. There's a lot going
minus
on.
a dice.
Oh, shit.
Does this plan's detail expose the vulnerability of the target or hit them where they're the weakest?
Yes.
It would
Yeah.
hit them.
I mean,
where
we're
they're
gonna take it to
weakest,
the
right?
ground,
It
so
would
I'd
hit them
assume
in a
so.
weak
Yeah,
point?
like literally. That's
Yeah,
literally the
we're
plan.
aiming for the weak points.
Yeah.
2 dice. Do they have any particular defenses or special preparations? Why, yes, they do. You
That
guys didn't discover
security
them.
guards, yeah.
Is the target strongest against the approach, or do they have... Oh, just kidding. They're not strong against this approach.
Yeah, that's the whole point of this approach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can any of your friends or contacts provide aid or insight for the operation?
Yeah.
Yeah.
One we're talking to right
Well,
now.
Are enemies or rivals interfering in the operation?
No,
Oh, yes,
they're actually
they are.
helping. They're helping in the operation, our enemies. Because we want our enemies to show up so we can blow them up.
All right, I'll take it. You guys get 3 dice. That's
Nice.
much better than the last one, I think, where you had to take the worst roll.
Yeah.
Here we go. A 6, controlled starting position. So that means Veylamon, you called on him to repay his debt, and you gave him a tincture that had some poison in it. A small dose, Chucky. You know what you're doing.
Yep.
All the times that you tried to poison stuff and did so well. And he got really sick, and he brought you along. He's like, I know I can't miss a shift. I just, here, take him. And he pushed you through the door with your big giant coat.
Just call me Vay Lemon for today. That's who I am.
You don't bring the bombs with you.
What?
That's...
I'll bring those in.
Oh no, I
through the-
forgot. I knew I was forgetting something.
No. Me and
But this is during the daytime, so you need to work throughout the day, and I think you do. And then as, like, well, we see, like, Chucky working in this
Like,
factory,
on my lunch
like,
break.
Who's coming with me? Is it Little Leo or Cricket?
cricket.
Cricket, okay.
But for the
So we'll
controlled
carry the
starting
bombs.
position, we see Chucky in the factory working all day. This montage of him, like these big, like Tesla coil type machines shooting electricity, and these big vats of this viscous,
Sparks.
crackling energy liquid that's being refined into a more condensed
Oh,
version.
that's
You see-
Leviathan blood, right?
yeah, and we see him like working with this, and he's like looking at all this machinery and inspecting it. It really piques his interest. And he is inside
my
the
mouth
mirror.
is watering.
There you go. What
need
are
spark.
you
Starting to
doing
shake a
in
little.
here beyond what I said?
So I kind of pictured, just a sec, I'm fixing up there. I kind of pictured it as like I'm kind of like, well, so I'm replacing the foreman. So yeah, so like I'm basically like walking around and like making it look like I'm doing like safety checks and making sure everything's put together well. But in reality, I'm like looking around and like looking for like
Scoping it out.
Yeah, I'm scoping out like weak points and like if there's any like explosive barrels to put bombs next to
And security patrols.
yeah, looking for exits and which fire exits to block for no reason.
And when Veylamon brings you in, you notice right away as you're going through the main doors, the 2 security guards blocking the main entrance are not just like run-of-the-mill, cutter thugs that live in Coleridge that normally work the front doors of factories they don't want people in. They're professionals, either mercenaries or something better.
Ex-military
Yeah,
psyops.
that kind of stuff, exactly.
I don't even know what that means.
Psyops is
That means they
psychological warfare.
That means they have psychic power.
Those are the people that drop propaganda and blast music to harass people.
So you're inside, and as it gets to be like in Dustfall, like 2-3 o'clock in the morning, the factory starts shutting down. Everyone's packing up, shutting down machinery except for the essential stuff that needs to be kept on.
And make sure you shut it down right. I'll be back tomorrow to kick your ass if you don't. It's dusty in here. Has anyone been sweeping at all? Damn it. That was me role playing.
How do you remain inside the factory without being noticed?
There's always last minute. I got all this shit I gotta, like, I'm gonna, like, be like, you guys go on ahead, I got shit to clean up, and I'm just gonna, like, go around a corner out of sight and just, like, knock something over and be like, fucking Jimmy left a goddamn mess again. You know how he is. Got shit to clean up. Paperwork.
Make me
Work orders to fill out.
a
Gotta be here, man.
controlled for standard effect, whatever action you think you're using here. What do you think you're doing?
What do you think you're doing?
Fun roleplay. Forgot about what I was. I
And
guess. Oh.
as this happens, one of the guard comes up and he's like, "Everybody needs to be out. What are you doing?"
Forgot your keys.
Fuck.
Oh,
I told you I got clean up after the shift I'm in charge of, and also I forgot my keys, my office. Damn it!
I'm sorry.
Just don't get.
You're trying to befriend this guy right now?
Think, Chucky, think. Isn't that? Wait. Oh.
Rain blast.
Oh, shoot. Oh, I was thinking sway, but I don't have anything in there.
You gotta put a point in the green somewhere. Or, I mean, whatever.
I
blue.
have it in green, but it's just Growl. I can't just crouch down and walk away in front of him. That'd be weird. He asked me a question. I have to.
Oh, I
talk.
meant red anyway.
Oh yeah, yeah. So I
Sleep
have
potion.
swords for friends. It's just sleep potion.
It's not even just for friends, it's just to like socialize and like, you know, it's kind of like Sway, but not the same thing. Like Sway's trickery where consorts like get a group of people together and listen to you, that kind of thing. Make people friendly towards you, whereas
Yeah, but
Then you got command.
Yeah, sway would be what I was looking.
you can take a Sway and push yourself and then you get 1 dice with it, or
Devil's Bargain.
Devil's Bargain for 2. I mean, right off the bat you can push yourself.
Semi-important role.
What's
That
Devil's
makes-
Bargain?
Devil's Bargain is
Up to
where I come up with a bad thing right off the get-go that happens no matter what, but you get an extra dice to try to not fail this.
I think I'm out. So if I push myself, I get 1 dice.
Yeah, so you go from taking the worst of 2 rolls to just getting 1 dice. Or 1 die.
Wait, yeah. Yeah, I'll just. Can I add a Devil's Bargain on top?
Sure.
Doesn't let me with the option. but I'll do that if I can. Faces.
All right. So my devil's bargain is that. So inside this factory, as it closes, holes come out. They are these automaton bodies with spirits inside of them, like people. And I'm going to say that these holes that were going to come out have special arcane abilities.
Heal.
Alrighty.
You say
Your extra dice, you can
holes?
roll. For your extra die.
That's what the
It's
ghost.
Chucky.
That's what the ghost boy is for. Fuck. Damn it.
Double 3.
So he stamps his feet and he's like, I don't care about the mess you made. You can't be here after hours. We can't have anyone in after hours. What I'm going to say is that it goes from controlled to risky standard. So you can try again, or maybe you try to do something else and get out of there. One of the two.
Sorry,
Yeah, I was gonna say, Chucky, your video's the game.
I know the dice tray. Apparently, it option.
Yeah, I always have to
so
rearrange
I
it
was
too.
It was bothering me. Now I can't find. And so that's when I told.
So this just dropped your position. So he was like totally chill with you and just like, you got to get out. I know that you made a mess. It's cool. But now as you're like sitting there trying to talk him into letting you stay, he's like, you need to get out now. Get right on out of here.
But the boss
Or
is
else.
gonna be so mad.
Sleeping powder. I don't. Wait, I need it. Need to open the thing again.
I love it.
Pocket
Pull
sand.
sleeping
Huzzah!
powder out?
Yeah. Yeah, I want it. If I have that, yeah. I can't remember
You
if
should.
that was a thing I had or if you were talking to someone else. Now
No,
I'm
you should have sleeping powder.
in my band.
Oh,
Oh, we
which-
didn't talk about what kind of loadouts you guys
I was gonna
have.
say, I was
Chucky,
actually
I'm
gonna
say
ask
you
that
have
question.
to have a light at this point.
And carrying bombs in, are we gonna need a medium load for that?
The bombs cost 2 or
Per?
3. Yeah, no, just 3 total. So yeah,
What
so
does this mean?
when you start a score, you have to pick your loadout, which is on your play tab, I think. Am I wrong? Oh, inventory.
Inventory.
There you go. And then
you just have
click.
to pick the weight amount planning on bringing.
Yeah, so light is 3. That means you can click
Oh.
3 things that cost 1.
And that'll
Something's
affect dice
costing-
in certain ways.
Yeah. So items are just like, will give you better position or better effect depending on what you use, that kind of thing.
But how does the load affect your plays? I think was his question.
So like light is everything's really well concealed. You look like a normal person wandering around Dustfall. Normal, you look like a scoundrel, so people would be able to tell that you're probably a gang member or something. And heavy, you're walking with like rifles all over you and pistols and
Okay.
stuff. You're like ready to go to battle, basically.
Thank
Glossed
you
over that one.
for the clarification. Appreciate
We talked about it earlier, but I already forgot to.
it. Thanks.
We'll probably have to do it a few times, I'm sure. But anyway, Chucky, you are trying to pull out sleep powder, right?
Yeah, I would assume I'd be normal or heavy. Would it? It wouldn't.
You'd be light. Light is what he said.
Well, I've been working in a factory all day.
But
Weird if I had a
your
bunch of
inventory is only if you
tools on.
plan on carrying a bunch of weapons and stuff.
Well, I carry tools because I'm a tinkerer. I carry. Planning on.
Okay.
Well, I'm just saying, as far as it goes, you're like a
You're
factory
blending
worker
in.
that should be blending in. You can't. I don't think you can take a medium load with you. Is what I was getting at.
Right. You're kind of stuck with only having 3 items.
I mean, tools is fine because your bandolier counts as one, but you carry 3 things in it, so you get 3 uses out of the one bandolier. And I'll say you have a sleep powder, which is basically just like a fine dust that if they ingest or like inhale, it causes drowsiness in them to fall asleep for a few hours. And this roll will be risky for standard effect. This guard is standing like right next to you. He's got this rod with this glowing electroplasmic piece on it. It looks like a halberd. It's also got a little lupus string on it. You guys saw Flint, a scene of Flint with one of those, but it didn't have the halberd piece, but he used it to capture a ghost and pull it into basically like a Ghostbuster tube. I called it spirit jar or something like that.
That's kind of what I pictured it. That's funny.
Damn. That's only a
Spirit
small
bottle.
weapon.
Yeah, we had to free him. That's right.
So what are you doing, Chucky?
Throwing. I'm like, oh yeah, sorry about that. I was just ha, and then throw the sleep powder in his face.
What skill are you gonna use to do that?
Logic fail and like,
Tinker.
and the sleep powder goes in your own face.
So how do you go about this with Rock? I'll say it works, but I just want to see like how it plays out.
Rocket place, item, obstacle, person.
Take your roll. Risky for standard effect. If you do it, he's gonna fall asleep.
Well, so earlier in my shift, I noticed that doorway, and I was like, oh man, that's so sketchy. So I took some time. Wait,
Flashback?
Hold on. One thing that we keep forgetting is you can resist consequences.
Oh yeah.
You take 6 stress,
oh yeah.
and
I
when
remember
something
that.
bad happens you don't like, you can reduce the effect or change the outcome, basically.
And what happens when you max out your stress?
You're out of the
You're
score.
out of the thing.
Your score's over.
Yeah, you're like basically you go catatonic or get chased out or something worse happens
Right.
to you. So like you could resist there, take the stress, and I will say that the guard, you just sway the guard into going away because you had controlled for standard effect. If you increase the position, it's
Oh, okay. Yeah.
just to move the action along. This is
Yeah.
taking a little while, so resistance will move to Chucky. I will say that this is, we're gonna go with insight because you're trying to exploit his weakness somehow rather
wait.
than just using your talkie skills.
This knocked me out of the stuff. Taking.
Is
take-
it switch over?
You took 0 stress.
Oh, okay.
So
Sick.
Let's go,
you start with
Chucky.
6 stress is what you're taking, and you subtract the amount from
Oh,
the
okay.
dice roll.
Language.
So since
Okay.
Yeah. Well, and you rolled a 6, so it's perfect.
so after all that, he gets like pissed off at you. What do you say to talk him into just like leaving you alone?
And I get it, but like rules, I get it. Rules is rules, but like you got your job you have to do, and I'm just trying to do my job I have to do, and I don't want to be here any longer than I have to be, man.
Whatever, just make it quick. And
I'm trying.
And he's like, I'll give you 5 minutes, and he walks around the corner and walks back to the front of the building. And for the controlled position for you guys, what what is Lil Leo and Koa's plan as far as getting the 5 people I have on the map to the Leviathan factory?
So, I suppose we just need them to show up at a certain time. We don't need them right now. Should we?
Are you guys going to individually go to them, or did you send a courier out to send them a message, or did
I
you...
think I want to go incognito and like go to them and try to like convince them like, hey, the fucking dead goats he's coming for you.
And tell them I'm going to be there. The guy that killed their people.
Yeah. Doing a fake voice so they don't know it's me, Koa.
I will just go with to help talk in case I need to.
Hmm.
Yeah, you can use me as bait. Say, the guy that killed your people is going to be there.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'll do something like that and say like they're gonna be there tonight at the factory.
All right. So to go in disguise, I would say that you guys, in each one of your guys' loadout, you have subterfuge supplies, which they mark as a theatrical makeup kit, a selection of blank documents ready for the forger's hand, costume jewelry, a reversible cloak and distinctive hat, a forged badge of office. Just kind of like this box of, random stuff to make you look different or give you documents you need. Or you guys can come up with whatever else, but I would say if you want to go in some sort of disguise, you gotta use something.
Yeah, I'll use the subterfuge supplies. It says it has a theatrical makeup kit.
Alright, and you guys have a controlled position. You have to go to 5 different people throughout Night Market. It's going to take some time to get there unless you guys have a plan. You guys have to have all this kind of coincide with some sort of can't just have them randomly showing up. There's guards there and stuff, so you got to figure out some way to make them get there roughly on the same time to the same location.
And give them the back entrance through the canal or whatever.
Yeah, I want to tell them a specific time to be there. Be there
who are
tonight
we?
at 10.
If they ask who we are, why are we selling out this group? How do we get our info?
So who's our enemy right now besides the Red Sashes?
My
We're
name's
gonna be selling out the goats to the Sashes.
my name's Frank. I used to.
Well, no, like I said, who's our enemy besides the Sashes? Who would want the?
Oh, true.
The goats.
Gotcha. I'm sorry, bro. Yep.
The Unseen.
The Unseen. Okay, so you could roleplay as the Unseen.
I want to be Frank. I'm an ex-dead goat, and I left because they went too crazy.
Oh,
and I think they need to be shut down.
After the murders, you're like, I'm out.
Yeah. So now I want to sell them out and run. Cut ties.
All right. Well, let's get to it. Your guys' controlled position is that you guys go up to this guy up here, by nearest your guys' building, and maybe that's why you go there first, because you're an ex-dead goat, and you're like, I want to get people closest to the dead goat's hideout to let them know that they're not there, that they've got a clandestine meeting inside this Leviathan factory.
Okay. Well, I'll just hang back and let him do his solo thing then, and I'll just hang out here.
Where you going? All the way over here?
Yeah, to the bottom right to the red area. You're not going to assist him? What if he needs help talking?
I don't know, dude. He seems like he's got his own.
Your hands, man. What you got? Need something? You walk into this night market district, and it's just like an area of like these pop-up tents, and people, you know, they've got like these Iruvian artifacts. There's Tycherosis selling blades, that kind of stuff. You just see all these different shops. There's little like pop-up stalls that have bottles of glowing potions on it, but you see this guy, and he's obviously a red sash because of, you know, the red sash on him, and pretty obvious marker of one. And he's like, what do you need? You need a little jolt?
No, I have some inside information you might like, and might be interested in.
What does it mean to me? Who are you? I don't know you.
You know those, my name's Frank. You know those dead goats you've been looking for? The ones that crossed you?
Yeah.
I happen to know they're trying to do a score at a factory I know of tonight. Later on tonight, around 10.
What do they got going on there?
What's it matter to you? Don't you just want to take them down?
Yeah,
Big spark deal.
I can't take them on single-handed.
Well, get some of your friends to come help you out.
I might be able to get a couple of the boys together.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, get those boys together.
You're gonna need at least 5.
This is
Yeah. If you could get the specific boys that are standing across this district that I need to talk to.
As of right now, it's risky for limited effect. You'll get a couple of the people to go. So when you push yourself, you can not only get an extra dice, but you can instead increase the effect. And maybe you just I like that.
Yeah. Fuck.
It's okay.
Did you push yourself, or what happened there?
I
Yeah, you
did push
did.
myself, yeah.
Yeah, it says
It's got a mixed success.
So he's like, what do you say that increases your effect? Because he's just like, I can get a couple of the boys together.
It's only a couple? They killed some of your men? You're only taking a couple?
Well, how many are going to be there?
It's about sending a message, isn't it?
How many of them are
Rip
going
them
to
to
be there?
shreds. They're all gonna be there.
There's gonna be like 4. You should
Every
bring
one
at
of
least. There's gonna be like 4. You should bring at least 5.
them. Yeah. There's at least 5 of them in leader position. I don't know how many underlings they have.
How much time we got?
Tonight, 10 o'clock. I told you.
All right. Well, your consequence is that I'm just going to start an
Timer.
8-segment clock. Red Sashes spooked. And we will click one ticky on it. And when that goes off, essentially they're just going to abandon ship and say, screw this, man. What do you want to do, Leo? You got anything? He starts gathering people up.
No, I don't.
Sing him a song about how not spooky we are.
Yeah, I don't really know. It's done. It's
All
good.
you need is 5. That's all you need to take them down. They're weak.
I think just being another person, being like, hey, yeah, it doesn't help at all. So
Well, what do you want to do then? You don't need to just sit there. You got a turn for
Yeah,
action.
you can do all sorts of. You can do whatever you want. You can also convince people, or you can do something else.
okay.
Doesn't matter.
Let's see.
You're right.
Could just do anything, huh?
Like,
I do.
anything you want.
You could shoot one of them if you wanted. I don't know what that would do for us, but it's
So
an
then we
option.
definitely would have killed one. Like, we got one down, guaranteed.
Yeah.
True.
This one here, Koa? This guy?
I will
You don't-
just go get
Huh?
high
Oh.
in the back alley.
All right. Well, that's a free action, so you can just go do that. That's fine. This guy here, though, Koa, this
He's
is
clearing his
Brill.
head.
He's
Yeah?
the drug dealer that you screwed over. He joined the Red Sashes. He
Oh,
might
That
recognize
counts
you
as an
later.
XP point.
avoid him.
So let's go to Cricket and Coil. You guys are on your
boat?
boat going into the
Where's the factory? Oh, it's
factories
over here
down
where
in
we are.
Coleridge. That's got
Yeah.
the 2 guards in front of it.
Oh,
Oh,
Wrong
down there,
spot.
yonder. Okay, gotcha. All right.
No,
I'm
for
waiting
whatever
for my
reason,
ship. I'm in here already. Oh wow, this place is. Thanks, James.
And then we're gonna start off by our hideout in the canals.
Yeah, but we're gonna flash forward the scene just to you guys be like going in the canal underneath
Like right here.
Coleridge, yeah. So the scene is you guys go from the Night Market River area, and there's this large U-shaped kind of, like culvert area that goes under the city, and it's damp and dark and stinks. You see, like, in the water below you, you can see these glowing eyes staring up at you as you go in. And once you're traveling down in these canals, it kind of splits off in multiple directions. And you guys need to navigate to underneath the...
So at the Y, we want to take a left.
Yeah, but there's more to it than that. That's just... This is why you don't make a physical map.
I know.
Do we need to make rolls or something?
Yes.
All right.
How do you navigate through the winding
You're
canals
gonna want to
underneath
be
the city?
inconspicuous.
I get-
So
I get to help
what does a
them out.
flashback cost?
I get to help them out
Lose
twice.
stress, I think.
Just with
Just
doing
for
it
free.
without it.
Yeah.
I get to help them out without taking stress.
Yep.
I'd like to provide schematics of the building to them at a time.
Or the building, or the
Right now they're underneath Coleridge
the-
itself in underground canals.
waterways,
Like
Yeah,
the sewer
the-
system.
Sewers to get in there for sure. Yeah. Where
canals.
the storm and the manhole, yeah, sanitaries.
So you want to provide them some sort of like
Navigation.
Probably storm sewer on a non-rainy day, so they don't have to crawl through shit.
Oh, we're taking a boat down the canals.
yeah.
Right
There's
into where
these, there's these underground
Oh.
canals that run through a lot of Duskfall.
Okay.
And
Okay,
they're-
so we're taking, it's just like a map of the canal system or some shit.
Yeah. With a red line drawn on the path we need to follow, so we take a left here, right here, left there.
I'm gonna say that this flashback, you went to Charter Hall, which is the green district up above, and you had to go to the legal quarter and go into like the clerk office, and you had to find yourself some blueprints. It'll cost 1 stress, but the quality of the documents will be dependent on the roll that you make, little Leo.
1 stress, you don't have any yet. You're good.
Okay.
How do you come up with these documents? In what way?
Oh, I would probably try to use my like connections that my family has just with my lawyer group, some people in the know, and be like, hey, we're looking, I've got a project for this building here, and I need some kind of blueprints to figure out, blah blah blah.
In Coleridge?
Yes, it's a new plant for a new refinery. I'm very interested in how it works and such. Looking at investing. Need all the information I can gather.
What do you need the canal layouts for?
Oh, I've heard that if they always say don't invest in a building unless it has a good canal system in this city.
You're right you are. Yes, okay. Sure, make your roll.
I love it.
Mixed success. I'm going to say this will be a consequence that will come at a later time. You were talking a bit too much about the specific area, and maybe this worker tipped someone off.
Oh.
Alright, but you do get the documents of the quality you needed. And they are in Coil and Cricket's hands.
Nice. Sweet. Then we're just gonna make our way to try to get to the factory, and if possible, sneak in.
So
Or
with these
underneath.
schematics, we're able to just navigate there easy.
Yeah, I would make somebody make. No, I think you guys still need to get a roll. It'll just add
Bonus to it.
a bonus.
Change
dice
our
to it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so what's the role we were looking at here? Survey?
That would probably be a good one. That makes sense. You're surveying the maps to see where you need to go.
Alright, so I got survey up.
I have a point in survey.
I do too.
Okay.
So you
Go
can
for it,
assist
man.
me if you want, or I'll let you roll it. And I'll assist because I already got a bunch of shit ton of stress.
Oh, do I have any? Did my stress go away at all from the last run?
You have the 2 stress marked on your character right now.
Yeah, and I have 5 stress, so
Yeah, so maybe Cricket
So-
wants to do it.
yeah,
He's gotta
Cricket,
add
you
attacks.
take the, and I'll hit assist.
Okay. It's risky. We're in a risky position.
I think
Yep,
the
risky
plan is
for-
risky or something.
Risky
Yeah.
for standard effect. Yep. Mixed success.
So, did
you
my
guys-
assist do anything?
Yeah, I gave him the extra
Okay.
one that was.
I just don't
before.
understand this sometimes. I thank you.
Assist. All it does is just add a dice to it.
Oh,
And
okay.
basically, you were just
Hey,
looking
thanks
over
for
his
the
shoulder at
raid,
the schematics, and you're like,
Goblin
"Turn here,
T."
turn here." That
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Gotcha.
And you guys got the right way, but the complication is as you get near the factory and you guys
Appreciate it,
know you're
man.
getting close, the ice has a thin, or the water has a thin patch of ice on it, and the walls are frozen of the canal structure. And Coil, your spidey senses start tingling. This is, I mean,
Heck yeah, I
Crickets too. This
appreciate
is
the
commonplace when rogue spirits manifest that.
Oh, but I have that special power.
Yep. So that's why I was saying, like, you're.
Yeah,
well
I'm aware of
that-
supernatural entities in my presence.
Yeah, there's definitely some sort of spirit that's in this area, whether it's a guard or just a rogue spirit. You're not sure, but there's definitely some form of spirit, and you see from the water wisps of electroplasm start pulling out in front of you, and this burly, gluttonous male figure pops out, and it's got like this electroplasmic meat cleaver in its hand.
Oh,
And it
great.
just kind of like stops and points at you guys as you're going, and it's just like, darn. And we'll go to Chucky, see what Chucky's doing.
You said I don't have the bombs with me, right?
Nope.
So I'm kind of just pacing. I'm like pacing back and forth at the like loading bay. Like, it's taking them so damn long. Supposed to be here hours ago.
there anything you'd like to learn or do or figure out about the area, or you're just gonna wait for them?
Why don't I?
Everything comes with the potentiality of a consequence, so, but as of right now, you're just kind of like hunkered down in an area, hiding from the,
No, why don't I study the guards more? So I can try to time out, like, when we place the bombs, like, doing it, like, right as they, like, walk by, so they won't be back for a while.
Okay, yeah, so you're kind of behind some, like, vats of electroplasm, and you just peek out every once in a while and maybe, like, scurry over to another area. What's action are you going to use for this?
Study?
Okay.
I forgot to take 2. Did you mark me for stress earlier?
No.
Yeah, okay, so there. I'll roll it an 8. Stress.
Did it mark stress for you? I thought you were only at 2 stress when we started this. I think it marked
maybe
it for
it
you.
did. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That's better. And maybe I'll push myself, because this could come in handy. Yeah, it's a standard attack. I'll push myself.
Yeah, get your stress up there like me.
And go. Oh,
Critical success.
I didn't need to
Oh,
push
boy.
myself. What a
Oh
waste.
boy.
I got a
Well,
double crit. Does that like
Never seen it pay
quadruple-
off.
That quadruple
Dang.
success, James?
A
Gotta be.
critical is just 2 6s, dog. That's not a double crit. That's just a standard crit.
Oh, so you need to have 2 for
Oh.
crit?
Yeah, that's why it's
Oh.
like.
That's
6
interesting.
A 6 is just a plain success.
Oh, you're right.
Without
So
a-
yeah, like, if you look up further, it's only a success. Yeah. All right,
Yeah.
gotcha.
I suppose.
So
I'm-
critical success.
You wrecked it.
This had great effect. You learned the exact time of their movements. You're like slinking around the whole factory. You've learned not only that there were 2 guards in front, but that there were 4 more throughout the building. And you have found 4 pods that hold these automaton hulls that haven't woken up yet.
Oh.
So can you disable them or?
Yeah, can I wreck them? Do I have time?
Nope.
Or is that
we're-
even an option?
We're gonna cut to
Dang
we're gonna cut to Koa and Little Leo and see what their plan is.
Alright. Move the camera.
They should go out front and just
Meanwhile,
extract the front guards now.
somebody
I-
Accomplish their
else-
mission.
I would like, now that I'm high, my confidence is built up.
Nice.
I would like to go try to cause a ruckus and start screaming shit and like
He
call
just
out
gets
Frank.
high and starts screaming at people.
And I'm gonna call out Frank as a traitor, and that I know that that kind of shit. I'm gonna start acting like I'm drunk and pissed that fucker's in that place.
Oh, so you're gonna be like act like a dead goat, and he
Yeah.
used to be a dead goat, and he's fucking over the rest of the team.
Yeah.
I like it.
And then hopefully, if he tries to show himself, I'm gonna shoot and miss. So try to get him all riled up.
Do some William Tell.
So I think, as far as the narrative goes, if it serves Koa as well, maybe he's walking around with the red sashes right now, like in arms with them, like trying to lead them to the entrance or whatever, help them find where they need to
Gain
go.
more trust from them.
And what's your overall plan with the ruckus you're gonna cause?
Okay, so can I see them leave with the group?
Yeah, I think right now they're crossing over into Coleridge, waiting for the right time to go. And did you guys say you wanted them to go through the canals, or you want them to go into the building?
I mean,
Right in.
how else do they get? Like, They got guards out front. They're not going to get it that way, so they're going to have to come through the canals like
Well,
us.
so that's the purpose of flashbacks and things like that. These are mechanics that you guys are glossing over and forgetting exist.
True.
Just because you guys didn't study and like eliminate them beforehand. The whole point of this game is to make everything happen narratively as the story's going, not to plan everything out and have everything perfect. Because if that was the case, it'd just be like we walk in and plant a bomb and blow up the building. The end.
So what you're saying is like the flashback could be Tony showing up in front. Instead of harassing them on their way there, he could just show up there in the front and distract them and like lure them off. I don't know. Just throwing shit out there.
No, that would probably be something in game he could just try to do right now. That wouldn't be a flashback. That's in the moment.
You're right.
Flashback would be more like
I could have gone to the purveyor and hired somebody to fucking distract them.
Yeah, exactly. At the time that we plan to walk through the back doors or whatever, someone comes in and does that.
Okay. Well, I would like to flash back to us. Maybe me telling him that I was going to shoot and then at him after he tries and then try to get him to send people after me and I will run towards the factory.
That can get them in though. Because if they run after you, it'd pull them away from the group to go in.
True.
If you flash back, it should be something.
I could just get high.
Yeah. You could flash back and you hired some prostitutes to approach the fucking guards and draw them off with spark and the offer of sex.
You know what?
I was just trying to further his story, but to try to get more people to believe him,
Or you
Right.
Coyle, you can do that as a flashback right now just to get the narrative rolling and rather than going back and forth. You've came up with ideas. It doesn't always have to be just
I can flash back and I'll hire some prostitutes to draw the front guards off.
Alright. You get some courtesans to go to the front door.
Do we lose our coin?
No coin lost. It costs a stress.
Alright, fuck.
How much
Stress.
How much?
I'm at like 6 stress now.
And I'm going to now make a fortune roll. 1 through 3 is just one of them goes away. 4,
4
5,
through
6 is both of them go with them.
Come on, big whammies. Fuck.
So just the one goes. But you don't fully know this as things go. You know that you
because it's a separate operation.
Yeah, you sent the courtesans there to try to get the front or rear door, whichever one they choose to go through. But once again, let's go with Koa and Lil Leo to see what they want to do. They
I'm
figured
gonna pee, so I don't
anything out
interrupt anymore.
He was helping though too. It wasn't just interrupting.
Yeah, no, I wasn't trying to make it seem like that. If I did, I apologize. Will, who's gone now?
It's all good, dude. Whatever. Okay, so I mean, I'm just gonna go with my plan of yelling at after I see them outside. I'm gonna yell, "Frank, you fucking traitor ass fucking," and then get all pissed off and then try to take off before I get beat up,
Perfect. What action are you gonna use?
I will use sway.
Wait. I think that this is. Oh my goodness. So.
Sorry.
I think that I don't know what the thing was, but that was risky for standard. And what happens is you try to run, and they just mob around you. They're like, it's the tall one, it's the tall goat. And so in slow motion, they're running at you, and they're surrounding you. Koa, Frank is standing there like, uh-oh. And you're getting surrounded. You can resist, or you can let it happen, and you guys can deal with the red sashes out here in the streets, or try to...
Wait, they're coming after me
What
too?
did I miss?
No, Frank, you're standing in the
No,
back
Frank,
watching
you're
these
okay.
guys.
Oh.
They just surround little Leo before he can get away. He's trying to...
Oh my god.
Was he too high?
Yeah.
I'll,
He trips. He stumbles as he
Yeah,
goes.
I'll
That's really
I'll
funny.
give
I
it
love that.
I'll give it a second. We'll see. We'll see what's going on
Let
here.
this play out for a minute.
Yeah.
So he said he'd run. Would that be trying to resist
No.
the consequences?
Yeah, you can resist the consequence and maybe make it out of there still, and still get away and do what you wanted to do, but it'll just cause you stress. Is the idea?
Okay. Yeah, I might as well try. I mean, fuck.
Yeah, we're learning game mechanics.
There you go. So you go to the roller, the blue, and then click the top tab and go to resistance.
Then you just gotta roll a
And-
6.
Select attribute. It'll be prowess.
You
Because
sure
you're
it's
trying
not
to
resolve? Because
I'm pretty sure it's prowess. Ooh. You resist but suffer 2 stress.
okay.
Sure, it automatically added that to you. So I will say that they grab hold of you, and you slip out, like slap one of them across the face, and then take off across the bridge into Coleridge. What do you say as you're running away?
Frank, you stupid son of a bitch! I'll fucking get you!
All right, Frank, what do you do?
I'm gonna be like, look at that. They're losing it. They're falling apart. That was the time. That was the time to take advantage.
Tell them they're heading to the... Probably heading to the...
Yeah, I bet he'll be at the factory thing tonight that I was talking about. Guys?
Oh, now little Leo can draw the last one away.
All right. Do you want to take any actions, Koa, to do anything, or are you just trying to bolster their confidence?
The action.
I want to also do a flashback of me like earlier in the day going around to like people that are hooked on our supply, you know? Being like, "Hey, I'll give you your next bump for free if you go and over to these red sashes over here and just laugh at them." Laugh at them and be like, "What are you gonna let the dead goats walk all over you? The new weak little dead goats." But I also want him to be like, except for that Koa, he's gonna be king of the city. But the rest of them,
So
And
you're
that's
just
what I want 'em to
trying
do.
to get them extra riled up. So
yeah,
maybe they,
extra
like,
riled up, so they're more like determined to be like, "Oh, we need to hit back," you know.
Sure, you know what? I think that's good for that tick gone off the red sashes spooked. They get a little bit of resolve.
I
And
like
they're
it.
Ooh.
especially after little Leo slips away from them. They're like, we're not going to let him go that easy. Let's get him, boys! And they just start full on sprinting after little Leo, who's running towards the factory now.
Hell yeah.
Frank's just like kind of jogging behind, just watching it happen.
And laughing.
Yeah.
Well, you got a good disguise on. Brill hasn't noticed you yet. Let's do that as another thing. Fortune roll. All right.
All right.
He doesn't notice you yet.
Hell yeah.
All right. So Coil and Cricket, you boys have a fat ghost with a meat cleaver standing in front of you. Ghostly,
What?
chilled breath comes out and it says, "Turn back now."
I'll try to attune and talk to it.
Okay. What's your goal here?
To figure out why it's telling us to turn back now, and like what's going on that Like, is it mad at us? Is there something scary ahead that we should go for?
I'm gonna say this is risky for limited effect. There's something that you are unaware of that is the reason why it's here, which is obviously what you're trying to figure out.
Right.
But success. It openly says to you, "The Whispers put me here to stop you. Stop anyone." And it starts flying towards you.
The whispers? So do I know what that means?
You are a whisper.
Oh, like, but, so there's more whispers is what it's saying, besides me.
Cricket,
Is
what
it-
you do is this. Oh, go ahead. Sorry. Oh, okay.
I was just trying to figure out, like, is this a threat I should actually worry about? I don't... Me as a person, I don't know. Not in-game.
If there's multiple whispers here, it's a scary thing. They're people like you that are trained to either deal with ghosts
So-
in the arcane or to use them at their whim.
Am I able to get more information from him? Be like, what is the goal of these whispers? Like,
Nope.
Why?
That's why it was limited.
Okay.
You got your success, and he told
Yeah.
you what you need to know. Cricket, how do you react as this ghost starts flying towards you with this electroplasmic cleaver? It's like jiggly body. It's like writhing around, and its face
As
is
I'm
like
talking to it.
distorting and getting all like geometric shapes and pulling away and coming back to form. And it screams as it starts roaring towards you.
Well, that's
for me, this
scary.
is right. This is right in my wheelhouse, but for I can assume somebody else is like, what the fuck?
Can I shoot ghosts?
No.
Well, that's the interesting.
There's the neck
thing.
trapper thing, and there's the...
Look at your playbook items.
There's the... Yeah. There's the trapping devices.
Electroplasmic ammunition.
Oh, what? That's the thing? I don't have that.
As ammo especially potent against spirits, but less effective against physical targets. The electrical charge is enough to stun a person, but does very little real harm. Several hits might incapacitate a human. This ammunition is especially reactive in the ghost field. Make a 4 clock called Attention from the Spirit Wardens and ticket for every operation in which this ammo was used.
So, after my roll, is this ghost hostile towards us still?
Yeah.
Okay. So I just got information from it. It didn't change his opinion
Yeah,
of us.
no, your attune was just to talk to it and see why it was
Gotcha.
there. That's what you were saying.
All right,
The limited
no.
effect was just it telling you why it was there and nothing more than that.
Right, I'm just double checking.
So yeah, if you want to shoot this thing, you can go right on ahead, Cricket.
That seems to be best.
Except for is it noise that's going to draw attention to us? I don't know.
I mean, otherwise we let the ghost come up and start cutting us with its meat cleaver.
I mean,
I like that plan.
That's a good plan.
I don't like that plan.
Do you load it into a fine pair of pistols or into a fine long rifle?
Well, I can't do a fine long rifle because the bombs, you said carry 3, right?
Oh yeah.
so am I carrying 2 and you're carrying 1, or vice versa?
However you guys want to split it up.
That's what I'm asking right now. Like, who's carrying what? Do you have 2 and I have 1, or I have 2 and you have 1?
Could you bring the long rifle if you carried 2?
If I'm carrying 2, that's all I carry. I don't carry anything else.
Then what if you're carrying 1?
Then I can carry a pistol and some ammunition.
All right, then I'll carry 2.
Okay, so I'll have my...
And my next question is: are we going with light, or are we going with
The bombs
normal?
themselves don't have 3 load apiece. It's 1 load.
It's 1 per.
bomb.
Yeah. So my next question is: are we going in light or normal? Are we trying to blend in, or are we just going in like saying "fuck it"?
Cricket's already got normal load ticked, so he should be able to have a pistol and his ammo and 3 bombs or whatever combination.
Right. And I haven't, because we're not trying to like blend into anything.
I'm not here to influence you guys, but you guys are sneaking in through the bottom into an abandoned factory, so I would say a normal load would be totally normal.
Reasonable.
So
yeah.
I'll take 2 of the bombs. So that's 2 of my load. You can have one.
I thought 1 bomb took up 3 slots.
Yeah,
No. Each bomb is 1 slot.
Oh. Yeah, and so okay, I'll just have 1 then. That's fine. Yeah, I'll use my pair of fine pistols. I will draw them, and I will fucking let loose on this piece of shit ghost.
Alright, it was going to be risky for limited, but with the electroplasmic ammo, it'll have the standard effect that you will shoot it and potentially disperse it. But
At what cost? I don't know.
at what cost?
Am I able to use the spirit bottles to trap it?
Yes, but I'm going to let Cricket take an
All
action
right.
first. You just talk to it and...
Okay, I don't want to attune. I want to... Is it hunt?
Being Ghostbusters would be kind of fun.
Or would it be skirmish or prowl or...
I'd assume
would say-
skirmish.
One of them is shoot. I forgot.
Finesse?
One of them says like specifically.
Employ dexterous manipulation or subtle misdirection. I would say it's hunter finesse. Finesse to...
Oh yeah, hunt would be shooting.
Yeah, perfect. Risky standard.
Yeah.
I'm gonna push myself to really shoot this thing perfectly.
Alright.
Right in 5.
5.
I can't ever roll a 6 in this dumb game.
Mixed success. Let's see. The thing does not disappear. It kind of like becomes this like void form. Its cleaver disappears. You kind of disperse it. It's like not its whole self, and it's just kind of like floating there.
I'm gonna use
Existing
this spirit bottle to try to capture it.
Alright.
Now that it's in a weakened state.
Yeah. So for that, basically, I just like reduced the effect. It didn't make it go away completely. But this will be risky for standard effect once again.
So what do I have to roll?
It's up to you. I don't tell you what to roll. You choose. And then if you choose something dumb, I just say, oh, well, that's for 0 to limited effect.
Use
That's how the
your
game
ghost
works.
skill.
Tune?
Oh.
I don't know if
You can just throw some water in mine too.
I mean, can I use the tune for it?
Yeah,
Ooh.
I think that'd be an attune roll.
All right. Five.
Only get half of the ghost in there.
Mixed success. We're gonna go with another clock. So many clocks.
Oh.
Uh,
No.
yeah. Whispers arrive. You click two babies on that, and you now have a ghost in a bottle.
All right.
And you guys continue traveling through the canals. You start to notice a lot of brickwork overhead and like pipes sagging from the ceiling above. And you know that you've arrived underneath the factory, and there is like a platform that you can get off on and tie up to. You see that there's wooden joists or whatever the proper word is coming out of the ground with ropes on them that you could tie up to, and that there's a ladder going up to a hatch that leads into the underbelly of this building.
Perfect. Let's
So
park her
we'll
up.
dock and tie it up and unload. I'm gonna keep this vial with the ghost on me.
All right, and you guys start climbing up the ladder towards the hatch.
Plus, I
and
have my 2 bombs, and he's got his 1 bomb.
All right, we cut to Chucky. Chucky, you're still waiting on these fools. What do you want to do? You just discovered that there's 6 of these mysterious guards and 4 automatons inside of their things. And as time is ticking, you start to see machinery behind them lighting up and parts of them whirring to life.
I want to wreck the machine that are starting to wake up. And since I'm a saboteur, I can do my work quieter than it should be.
Right away.
And the damage is hidden from casual inspection.
All right.
So I want to like rig these up so that like they either just like can't start up when they go to wake up, or like they do start up and they run for like a set amount of time and then explode.
So you want these things to explode too?
Yeah. For fun.
All right. So you're trying to tinker with them. I'm gonna say limited effect.
I'm trying to wreck with them. I'm trying to sabotage. I'm carefully applying sabotage.
But in a timed way.
Okay. I'm gonna say that while they're deactivated like this, it's risky for limited effect. You don't know the inner workings of hulls very well. Or at all. You've probably never seen one.
What if I tinker with the thing they're like pod then? So that's
I'm still gonna say the same thing.
Okay.
It's just machinery and technology beyond what you know. You've worked in Coleridge your whole life, working in factories. You know how to make a bomb. You know how to work machinery at a factory. But this stuff here is like, you know, high grade industrial military tech, that kind of stuff. It's not. This isn't just layman stuff laying around here. This is something beyond your pay grade.
Oh yeah, I'm light. I don't think my wrecking tool. Okay.
So yeah, since you learned all the timing of the guards and everything, you're like perfectly sneaking around place to place. And
Oh my god.
You did it.
Done it.
success.
Success.
Not a mix, but a success.
You do it. Oh, just kidding. I gave you a consequence for success. You do it. I think you actively learn more about the machinery, and you figure out a bit on how to disable it, and maybe you even realize that some of this could be repurposed in your favor in the future.
So I don't disable any right now, though. I just learn about them more in depth.
Yeah, I will say you wreck one of them. There will only be 3 holes that awaken. You pull one machine entirely apart, trying to wreck it and like get in and make the hull blow up when it gets out of there, but you don't really know how to do that. So you just kind of pull it all apart and learn about the insides as you're wrecking it. You see this little scene of Chucky just like pulling panels off. He's got like a little screwdriver. He's got these little hand screwdrivers and peels things apart. He's just ripping out wires. Opens up this glass case, gets to the automaton and starts pulling that thing apart. There's just pieces everywhere. Then a little light bulb goes off above his head. Lilio and Frank, what are you up to?
Nice moves.
Well, as I'm running, I'd like to have a flashback of me planning out this exact thing that might happen if we get in trouble, and me having a little spot I could jump in and hide on the way close to the factory.
What's the little thing you jump into? Are you just like straight up getting out of?
A little shanty in the canal, like a little tiny canoe, barely can float.
So you want to hop in like a boat?
Like a little farmer's market canoe that's got like a tarp on it to cover the vegetables or whatever.
Right. I wouldn't even call it a boat. It's like more like a floating piece of plank wood.
Okay. You just like pull a piece of like tarp over you or a piece of cloth or something as they.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. All right. That'll cost 1 stress. And what's your plan? What are you gonna roll to do this as they're chasing you?
I'm probably going to survey the situation. Or just pick a key moment on when to jump in and disappear. If not, it's probably
No,
more.
that's
Like Sherlock Holmes.
I'll give that
movie.
one to you. That
Yeah.
seems like the appropriate use of it. You're like, maybe you're like cutting and zigzagging down different alleys and waiting until you get just enough distance between you and them, and that's when you know right where your little hidey hole is.
And I'm like, now! And I jump to the left.
Oh, hold on. You did that too fast because I didn't
Oh.
give you the extra
I
dice.
forget to do that, I'm sorry.
You're good.
Have to reroll, as long as it's not worse.
For whatever reason. Well,
I maybe roll 1 die.
survey, add a dice. There you go. Try again.
Hey,
Same result anyway.
it's good though.
Okay.
Thank you for
Yep.
taking the time.
I'm going. I don't even know. You successfully jump in there, hide yourself. The consequence is some fortune roll.
A red
I have an
sash.
idea in my head, but it
Spooked?
seems mean.
Red sash spooked? I mean, they had to be kind of. Oh, what the hell?
Yeah, we'll go with two dots in the red sash spooked.
Oh man.
How did he just disappear? How did he do that? He's so crazy. What are you doing, Frank? These people are more like here now. Across the bridge in Coleridge, getting close to the factory.
I want to have another flashback
Okay.
where I've been talking to my boy Hoxley, our contact with the Hive, and saying
Yes.
like I let him know the route that little Leo had told us to use and had mapped out for Cricket and Coil. And I'm like, hey, like, it'd really help us out with our plans and getting more supply and expanding. If you and some of your boys or something could like just hang out down there or be nearby. If you hear something crazy, or loud or something out of the normal, just go check it out,
I don't really know.
No.
What are you getting at?
Just need you to keep an eye out, go help out in any way of whatever's going on. Go check it out. If there's a dead goat there, just keep him from becoming a dead goat.
A dead goat.
Yeah.
I gotcha. Okay. Yeah, sure. Where do you want me to be? Sorry, I missed that part. It went over my head.
Down in the under canals, on the way near this factory, somewhere like around. I don't know how to like ping.
On the path like we were taking.
Yeah, but basically, yeah, somewhere along the path they were taking, or that little Leo had planned out for us, in the underground canals.
So you guys are going through the underground canals?
No, for them. I'm trying to help
Oh.
out Cricket and Coil. Yeah.
Okay. They are
Sorry.
underneath the factory, but I will say that there is a. Give me a roll. Actually, no, we'll just do a fortune roll. I will say that for 2 stress, there is a small group of Hive gang members there that will help inside the building when trouble
Yeah.
arises. You gonna take 2 stress?
I'll take 2 stress.
All right.
Are
One,
we warning
two.
them?
1, 2 is Hoxley, or not even Hoxley. It'll just be 2 Hive members, 2 nondescript. 3, 4 is 3. Or 3, 4, 5 is. Shoot, how does it work? 1 through 3 is 2.
I think it's
4, 5 is 3, and 4 will be 4, and the 4th one will be Hoxley, who's
yeah.
a high tier.
Home baby. 6.
Come on, baby.
So
Do I roll it or
Oh.
okay? Nice.
in any case, there's 2 of them down there. Yeah, at least
Alright.
you guys are up to 6
a
people.
little bit of an
and,
assist, yeah.
and just potentially going up against about like 10. 6v10, not bad odds.
Yeah.
But all right, so yeah, you do that. You guys are rushing towards the factory still. You lose little Leo, and you're just like, we need to continue on. Get the dead goats at the factory. Who cares if one survives? That kind of thing. Yay, nay?
We gotta pay them back.
Yeah.
Get those bastards.
I'm gonna be I'm running with them, kind of like a little behind.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna be like, yeah, let's get them, and then but I'm gonna try and like drop off, like behind while they're running off, and stay behind them, and then like go off into an alley or something, go like a
Alright.
different way, separate from them.
I'm gonna need you to make a roll for that too.
What kind of roll do I need for that?
Sneak away.
Prowess or something? What do I have? Oh my god! Oh my god!
Be a finesse.
If you don't mind coming grabbing me at the raft,
Guess I'll
that'd be pretty nifty.
prowl. Doesn't matter. I'm gonna push myself.
Bang!
I feel like it'd be a
Success.
So.
Prowl works good.
I'm
My prowl and finesse are the same, so.
gonna go with that. We put 2 6 on Brill notices Koa. He's
seen those moves somewhere before.
Maybe that jacket they found. That
he
jacket
notices. No, he's not a part of that. But he notices. He sees you trail off, but maybe he's not telling them for some reason or another, and he's wondering what your deal is. He doesn't see you completely disappear. He just sees you kind of like in the middle of the pack, and then you're slowly like not in sight anymore, and he's leading the charge currently. And we will go to Coil and Cricket.
Right, so we're just getting out of our boat and coming inside, right?
Are they at the factory?
Climbing the ladder, and as you guys start climbing the ladder, a couple rough and tumble boys pop out. They're very muscular. They're wearing these top hats, these coats, these really nice coats. One of them's got like a spectacle on and a toothpick sticking out of his mouth, and they got blades all over them. They're like, "You must be the dead goats we've been hearing about, huh?"
Aye, we are.
Aye.
We're just a couple humble hive workers. Let's go fuck this place up, boys.
All right. Hey. Got this. I was gonna say something else, but I decided not to.
Cool, man.
I was about to give away our whole plan, but I was like, nope, not doing it.
Very excited now.
We got
Let's
the
burn this
one-liner
fucker
guy.
down.
Yeah. We got this.
You guys climb up the ladders, and you slowly open the hatch, and immediately you see a guard's feet walking by, and it's like, as you lift the hatch.
Oh god.
Wait a little bit.
Does he react?
Nope. Keeps walking.
Perfect.
So we'll wait a good like minute until he's out of range, and we'll continue on going up the ladder and opening the hatch.
Just for the sake of the game, I'm gonna need you guys to make some sort of roll here to get from this safe underground area into.
I'm just gesturing.
Sure, I'll be sneaky. I'll prowl.
Yeah.
Prowl. All right, Cricket's gonna prowl. You can lead
Alright,
a
there you
group
go.
action
Yeah, he's
because Coil also needs to get in, or Coil can prowl separately. However you guys
No,
want
I'll
to
have to assist.
do it.
Yeah, I can lead him.
It's called a group action. So you guys both roll. Cricket takes stress for. Whoops.
Bad rolls.
Yeah.
I don't have a plus to prowl right now, but I can roll it, I guess.
Here.
That's kind of the point of it. Is
Right.
like.
So, all right, I got the roll.
Nope, you're not. I had it where it's so.
Oh,
group
shit.
action.
Gotcha.
Cricket. He does the prowl. And then as you see, there's dice down at the bottom. I click
Yep.
off Lil Leo because he's not there. I click off Koa because he's not there.
Yep, I see it now.
Chucky. Risky for standard effect. You guys prowl. You guys take the best result of any of them, but he takes stress for each roll.
Oh my god.
Cricket, another crit?
Hey.
And I even got a 6 on top of it to give him plus 1, huh?
How do you want this to go, Cricket? Talking about how bad you roll. Do you want another gambit to add to the gambit you already have? Or do you want some sort of increased effect here?
What's a gambit again?
Gambit just adds effect or a dice to, or a die to a roll.
Did you even use your gambit last time you got one?
He has not.
No.
Okay,
You
two
guys,
I
you
have-
guys were
possibly?
trying to use it for him, and I kept saying you can't do that. That's
Yeah.
Why? He's gonna forget.
Yeah. Well, I'll just do enhance effect. How about on this one?
All right, I'm gonna say that you are so sneaky. You get right to the automaton control center. You guys are like ducking down all the hallways,
I'm just following him like a little mouse.
and you make it to Chucky. What does that look like as you guys are sneaking around this big factory with all this like giant, Tesla coils?
I'm just trying to mimic his movements and stay like on the same plane.
Oh
as
yeah,
him.
I'll be like, hold on. Like we'll come behind it.
Throwing up like the
Yeah,
hand
let's-
signs to like halt and shit.
Yeah, and then like go. Now's the time, and then he'll run across like as like the guard's not like looking for a
Got the
split.
two other
second.
unseen guys that are trucking along behind you guys
Yeah.
too, and listening
He's
to
like
every.
he's got all like the hand movements. He's like,
Your like hat falls off that you're wearing right now, and then a guard's about to walk past, and you like reach out quick and grab it, put back on, like in
just before he sees it.
Yeah.
No, a coil with his 2 that he rolled, and this is what gives Cricket the one stress. He's got this
The
this
one
spirit bottle, bottle hanging on his side, and he like stumbles a little bit, and the spirit bottle comes loose and almost drops on the ground, and Cricket like swoops down and grabs it quick.
I do like
Hands
a
it back
roll
to
and dive, and I fall on my shoulder, cradle. So does
No. You don't
Dump
do
my
that.
body?
You don't do the cool thing. Cricket
Oh,
does the
damn.
cool thing. You almost dropped the bottle and Cricket grabs it. That's the point.
Oh, gotcha.
You rolled a 2, so he gets 1 stress because of something you did, and you almost drop your spirit bottle containing a spirit. He like right before it shatters on the ground, scoops it up and tucks it back into your body, and it's like go, and you guys end
Picks
up
me
in
up and throws me forward.
end up in the control room with Chucky.
Ah! You guys shouldn't sneak up on me like that.
Oh, Chucky, mate.
I couldn't hear you guys.
Checkmate.
We made it. We got some friends.
Look, I learned how these robots work, and I point towards the one that's just like completely gutted.
There's
like-
just pieces laying everywhere.
Yeah,
Sorry we're late. Son.
should
That's
be.
the
I was getting worried. So, I figured out all the best spots for the bombs. Over there, and over there. And, you need to watch out. There's weird super guards everywhere, but I mapped out their, timings really well, because I'm smart like that. So,
Good job, Chucky.
thanks.
And a boy, Chuck.
That's all I ever wanted to hear.
That a boy.
Anyway, let's get to bomb set. Right?
So at this point, did the 2 people we brought along that we met in the area, do they know our plan, or like they just along for the fun of it?
They're just along to help out if there's trouble.
Yeah, they'll keep us
So
safe.
we're gonna tell them their job is to distract any possible guards and draw them away.
Look out.
Alright, we gotta be quick though. We gotta get these bombs set before the Sashes get here. So let's go.
Yeah.
Everyone
I'm gonna
take
say-
a corner. Or what? Do I have the
I don't-
timeline wrong?
No, I don't think you've done anything to discover the most effective place to place the bomb. If that makes sense.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
no,
haven't-
no,
you
I
haven't
just
done
ass-
anything.
I guess I just
Assumed
assumed
you were doing it
that
while you were
happened
working there.
during my shift, yeah. Because
No,
I was
I don't
there
think you had
walking around
time.
all day.
Flashback.
Oh,
Yeah,
there
can
we
I
go.
use my
That's what I'm looking
non-stress?
for.
so
Can I use my non-stress help to also provide plans of where to put?
I think giving Chucky once again specific like blueprints would definitely help. I'll increase the effect that it has.
Okay.
How well
Yeah.
he places it.
how much does a
And
flashback
I can't do that
cost?
again then. So
1 stress.
Oh, is it just
next
one?
time it'll take
I
stress.
thought it was 2. Okay.
Depends on the seriousness of it, but I think during your shift,
Yeah, so
it would be-
that's what it is like, they're like, so how did you figure out where to put the bombs, Chucky?
So
and
we-
then
so-
and then it's like a flashback of me walking around, and like I have a clipboard, and then under my clipboard is a secret clipboard.
Yeah, we-
and I'm just putting X's in 3
And then we-
spots.
on top of that, we brought in the blueprints or whatever that.
yeah.
well, I would say Chucky had them all along. That little
Yeah.
Leo gave them to him before his shift.
Okay.
I would, in your little secret clipboard, the reason why you get stressed for this is like while you were on shift, you're like secretly like walking away from your duty and like inspecting things and making sure no one was seeing you do it, you know, like creeping around like little penguin man.
Yeah. It's stressful being the penguin man.
Yeah.
Tough.
But all right, with that flashback, you do know. I'm gonna say they're not all in this single
wait.
individual control room.
I didn't.
There you go. Perfect.
Oh yeah, I wasn't doing
yeah.
it either.
I was being like
Yeah.
dramatic when I did
We
this,
need-
but yeah,
we need
they'd
more
probably be in
effects.
different parts of the factory.
Yeah.
So yeah. So. When I made the bombs and I gave them to you, I kind of gave you guys a quick rundown on how to set them. Do you need me to go over it again before we split up and plant them?
Is it just me? Or is he cutting off for
He's
everybody?
cutting out a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like every other word.
Is it? It's
Yeah.
probably my raspy voice. I was making it too raspy. Is that better?
Yeah. Better.
Do you guys need me to go through a rundown?
Yeah,
on,
start over.
You need me to go through a rundown on how to set these bad boys before we split
yeah,
up and plant
We
them?
might need a little. Yeah, I could use a little refresher.
I don't want you guys blowing up.
No, I need a refresher.
All
I
right.
carried a mirror, but I didn't make them, so I don't know what's
Push
going on.
the button, you push it. And it's got a 10-minute timer.
Is
Simple
10 low?
enough.
That's
Quick, yeah. Like a movie 10-minute timer.
so at
It's
9:50 we got to hit the timer button, huh? Or are we doing
Oh,
this
yeah,
at
you're right.
9:55?
You're right. So it's got
Like 3 o'clock in the morning, just so you guys
it's got a
know.
9-minute time, 8-minute timer.
Oh, I
was-
It's 11. Yeah. Okay. So I give them a rundown on the bomb quick. Then we go. I send them off to their quadrants. You put yours on the corner of that vat in Sector B. You put yours on the other corner of the other vat in C. I'll put mine by the.
I think this
Amazon.
this constitutes a group action once again that Chucky's leading as he's sitting here
There we go.
giving orders
Yeah, that
out.
makes sense.
Yeah.
That's
There you go.
exactly what I was doing. Okay.
But we got those two randoms with us now. We got to figure them.
I'm gonna say this
They're
is
just-
desperate
they're
for
keeping
standard
us
effect.
guard.
Desperate.
Oh, because we're like. Oh, 'cause
You're
we
running
have
all over
bombs.
this building. You have
Okay.
3 different people running to different parts of this building with multiple guards and potentially holes and things like that. So we'll get rid of little Leo and Koa.
So can we use those 2 extra people as distractions
I think
to reduce
you
our
can-
risk from
you
desperate?
can. I think your best plan is to
Yeah, I'd like to
not
just-
get caught. I think
Yeah, we
raising
haven't
the
been
alarms
busted
in here
yet.
is.
We'll keep them
Right.
to keep us from getting beat up.
Terrible.
Alright.
We don't want to be arrested.
Okay. I think I'm okay with this.
All right.
Alright, so we
Right.
game plan, ready, and go.
Big success. I'm going to say. so
Chucky
many
leads
clocks
the
to
group.
tick.
I rolled so good.
What stress did Chucky take? 1 from
One.
Coyle.
What?
You should just get rid of some of those clocks if it's too much for you, James.
Yeah, just get rid of them.
I think we do 2 to the Whispers arrive and 2 to the Holes awaken. The Whispers do arrive. So Chucky's
I forgot to warn them about the.
Chucky's setting his bomb, and he's like very sneaky, hides behind a vat. There's this big supporting beam that's very obvious, goes straight up. He double checks his blueprints, places this like copper twisted wire machinery. It's got all these little like jolting arcs of electricity running through it, and this little clock face watch on it that starts ticking once he presses a button set for 10 minutes, and he sets it down. Cricket has one of the guys with him, and he's going and setting his bomb, and he's kind of fiddling around with it, but he figures it out and sets it down well. And then we got Coil, who rolled Snake Eyes. He's sitting there fiddling so long. It takes him a little bit of extra time, and all of a sudden behind we hear a door open. And he had closed the door. He's in like a cafeteria area or something under another support. And these 2 people, one woman, long hair, and a man, and they've got these spirit masks on. They walk in and they spot him immediately, and we will flash to Lil Leo and Frank.
Oh, jeez.
Okay. Can I have you find me? Tell me
I think
it's on the
I
road.
think we'll say that Koa found you. He did his
Okay.
rolls, and he's like,
Yeah.
you're pulling the piece of cloth off of you on the barge. He knew where it was. You told him where you'd be if this happened. This is all part of the plan.
Well, how'd it go on your end?
I think it went pretty well, actually. They're all going to the factory.
Fuck yeah, mate. I'm gonna hold out fist bump.
Ah.
Isn't
Well,
Um,
what do we do now? Should we should probably help the boys out, eh?
yeah, we should go over there, I guess, and see if there's any way we can help them out a little more.
We could
Uh,
get high.
Meta-wise, say if this were a TV show, you know that there's still one guard there. You guys don't personally know, but you guys are aware of all the outside circumstances, unless I haven't revealed them yet. So you know that there's still one guard blocking the entrance that they were trying to go through.
That they, like, our friends were trying to go through?
The red sashes.
We got to figure a way to get that one last guard out of there.
Ah,
Yeah, I'm gonna
Oh
start.
God.
Yeah, I want to try
My
and.
prostitutes didn't do enough.
Any
Yeah, I guess
idea?
we'd like run there as fast as possible. I want to, I guess. Like,
Should we
try and
just
beat
try
them
to-
there.
The sashes. What if there's one guard that we should take care of, I think.
If we can just. I want to get there and see if there's anything left, any issues before the sashes show up. See if there's anything we can help with.
I mean,
Okay.
I'd say the sashes have a pretty commending head start on you right now. You
Yeah,
guys
they're
get
going in the
docked
under
behind.
tunnels, right?
No, they're just heading straight for the factory. You guys just told them.
Oh, I
everything.
thought he brought in the under tunnels. My bad.
Well, then we better hustle. How'd the sashes get past the guard?
They're not yet. They're not.
They
at the
don't. That's what
factory
you
yet.
get to distract the guard.
Okay,
Or
gotcha.
come up with a way that the guard's distracted, right?
Okay.
Flashback.
Thank you. Sorry. Game mechanics.
Yeah. I know. I'm just trying to think of a good one.
All right, I'm gonna flash back to me giving the dude a coin, telling him, "Hey, when a group of 6 dudes come to beat somebody up in the factory, just look the other way."
Or just walk off.
It's a scab.
you
It's
you
a
walk.
scab.
This guy's on a break, and you see him smoking from a pipe, and you can tell by the glow of it that it is
Spark.
electrogasm. Just by the way it looks, you can tell. So you
Alright.
spot this random soul
burned
out,
Different
and you give
colors.
him your one last coin.
No, I'm gonna tell him that if he lets this group go to beat someone up inside that I have, I'm gonna hook him up with the best spark he's ever had. From here, he'll get a great
Or he's at
discount from us.
Or he's got a couple weeks worth of free spark.
Yeah.
All right, I will say that is.
And then I'm
worth
like,
one
I'll even
stress.
smoke with you. I'll even smoke with you right here, just to prove how good it is.
Let you
Yeah.
smoke me.
Or we got a room reserved for you in the fucking place.
I
back
will,
home.
that's worth one stress. It'll take a sway roll, and if you don't follow through with this mysterious guard who looks very scary that you say this to is like, I'll be at Portleys, and if you don't give me what I want, then we're gonna have issues.
Do you want to throw any bullet bonus die in here?
You want a devil's bargain? Is that what you're going for?
Nah.
Okay. Mixed success. I'm going to say the mixed success is just that, and all the time all this has taken for this whole score to go on, this just seemed to, not that his action directly impacted, but the holes are that much closer to waking up. It's just all these little things that have taken place are all taking time, and this last guard does right around 3:15 in the morning. He sees a group of angry red sashes coming, and he pulls out a little bag with a dead goat on it and some little glowing crystals in it, and pulls out a pipe and just kind of walks a couple blocks away and disappears out of sight.
Takes his little break.
Alright.
And these guys see that the back door is wide open, and they just kind of all rush in.
Okay.
All right, now how's the time frame was planting
Sure.
bombs?
Should we go into the factory? What? What should we do at the end? Should we
I mean,
be
I
moving
guess-
towards or holding still?
I don't.
We never went over this part.
Let's
it's
go to
really
the.
up-
You guys
Let's-
could
let's-
probably just dodge.
Let's
I mean,
go into the underground canals and go in the way that the other two went in. You know, try and like retrace their footsteps and catch up to them.
you guys don't have bombs, so there's no reason for you to actually come in. As long as the red sashes go in.
I don't want to blow up in the tunnel.
I don't want. Like, what if they get overwhelmed by all the red sashes running
I
in?
know.
There is a massive amount of unfriendlies in this place, especially if the holes wake up. There are 2 whispers, 4 guards, 4 holes, and
You're
5
Yeah, I
red
think-
sashes.
We have
I-
to go in.
We're
I think
fine.
I think we should try and sneak in the same way they did and like catch up to them.
Okay.
Go in that way, because that way, assumedly, is pretty safe. Yeah,
We're fine.
that's what we do, I guess.
I think as far as this score went, this is the most daring ass thing that I've seen so far. in this game.
We're professional. First one was a little iffy.
Yeah, this could only turn out well. Just, like 11, 12 enemies inside this building.
Yeah, only
Full
see
of-
good things.
This is great. Yeah.
Full of explosives. I think we
Evil
will.
robots.
What we'll end it with is Koa and Little Leo. They make it to the underground canals and make their way up to that ladder, and kind of the same thing. They lift it up, and they see footsteps walking by. They get out and they crawl inside of the factory, and that's where we'll end it. All the red sashes are rushing through the rear door. Coil's got 2 whispers. He's like looking over his shoulder, placing a bomb. Chucky, just like a wizard, just perfectly places this bomb. Cricket, he's got dumb luck and a couple boys with him, and he places his right on his spot. And that's the visual we'll end with.
Nice. All right.
That's
Good games, gentlemen.
Yeah, this is going well though. I think I'm feeling pretty confident so far, actually.
There were a few
Yeah.
spots where I thought this was gonna go way south way quick, and I'm really impressed with how far we've carried this without it imploding on itself.
Right.
So yeah.
Right.
You guys had some good rolls.
After that first,
Using the resistance and the flashbacks well. Once you guys figured out the flashbacks, it was just like every other turn you guys were using one. That's kind of the point of it. That's how the score comes together, because you really don't get that much information to start. It's all about creating the narrative as you go.
That's cool. I'm glad we're figuring it out.
Yeah, we'll be in charge of this city in no time.
Mhm.
Alright. Well, I gotta go. I guess both my kids are awake, so have a good night,
Okay.
everybody.
All right.
Hey, boys.
guys,
Later.
Later, everybody. Bye.
Sleep.
Good night. Good
Hi.
love you.
Love you.
Hey. Oh yeah. So... And good night to you. Thanks for watching. Every Wednesday at 9 to 11, Blades in the Dark. Next session's gonna be a blast. Explosions. Alright, good night guys.